I'm Dharmgya this side. I'm the co-founder at Frinks AI and I handle the operations, the complete operations at Frinks AI, the operations and implementation. We started Frinks because when we saw my father working, so my father used to work in a marketing, used to work for marketing in a company. So when I saw him working, most of the calls was not about selling or pitching it to clients. Most of the calls that he would get was about the quality issue that the end customer of his calls him. As in, like, marketing is the face of a company, right? So when a customer faces a quality issue, the first call that he do is to the marketing person. So my whole journey of around till my 18 year of age when I was at home went through hearing all of his calls, and that is when I started that is when we thought that quality is a major issue for a manufacturer. But how to solve it, what to do was never an idea that came to our mind. But the moment we got into IIT and we started learning about AI, how AI could change the world and etc., the first thing that clicked to my mind and my co-founder's mind, because his family is also from manufacturing background, the first thing that clicked to our mind was why cannot we solve the quality issue through AI, which is when we started working on Vision AI. So Frinks is building visual inspection models for large manufacturers to optimize their quality needs, and we automate the complete quality inspection for them. We are automating quality inspection for the manufacturers, large high volume manufacturers, and it was difficult to solve before because it was majorly manual labor dependent job in most of the world, and in some world where the technology has advanced, the technology being used for this particular job was a 25-40 year old technology. There was no incremental change. There was incremental change, but there was not a drastic change in the technology used or the kind of way, or the way the people were doing the quality inspection, which is when the AI came into picture and companies like us started building it, when there was a drastic change in the technology front and people started automating their quality inspections. When we started this company, so we started working on two fronts. One is how we can guarantee 100% accuracy to a manufacturer for the application that he is using our product. The second thing that we started working was for all the applications that we do, we cannot have a engineer writing a code for that application. So these were the two different fronts we started working on. One is a deep tech front and one is the product front. So we are solving both the problems together. We have the best team, top grads from IIT to do this, and we are almost on the verge of doing it. The technology that we have divided the complete problem statement into 4 basic problems. We are building large vision models for all of these basic problems, and so that it can be deployed horizontally across different industries, and we are not stuck to a particular industry and growing into that industry, right? So we do have a lot of different ample amount of market available to cater. And from the product standpoint, the idea was very simple, that I do not want an AI developer or a developer to sit and code for any particular application. So my product do each and everything. So my product starts from gathering the data, training an AI model, deploying it on the line, as well as integrating it with the different MES, SAP, SCADA, DCS, PLC system of the client, because for a manufacturer, vertical integrations are much more important, because given an AI product, it gives you a decision that okay, this is good, this is bad. What do I do about good, bad? Vertical integration with their in-house systems is much more important, and our system has customizations to an extent that whatever you want to see on the screen, that is also customizable as per manufacturer's demand. Because when you go into industry, people would come out with vague requirements, that I need this, I need that, and you will have to fulfill them to build that trust, build that relation, and to grow. So the product has its own customizations, has its own it's a complete no-code platform that is out there, which is only with us as of today. And the technology that we have, we can go into market and we claim that we can provide you 100% accuracies, 99.99+% accuracies for the applications that we do, which is almost 95% of the application that a manufacturer would need to automate their quality inspection. The biggest technical challenge that we are anticipating in the next few years would be how do we take in different kind of data and still provide the accuracies that we do today. So till I guess 6 months back, we were only in 2D data. We have recently started moving towards 3D data because that is also a requirement from the market that you hear quite often, that I want to capture the dimensions or aesthetics in the 3D format also. So from 2D data to 3D data, and there would be another data that we can work on in future. So how do we increase the data points and still provide the accuracies that we are providing right now would be the biggest technical challenge that we feel. Yeah, so recent use case that we did, I guess last month, was, and which is very important for any automobile market. As you know that EV segment is quite increasing in India, across the globe, right? So there was a prominent automobile manufacturer from Pune, headquartered in Pune, and who manufactures EV cars. So they were facing a lot of problems in their battery packs. So there are a lot of problems when you assemble a battery pack. There are a lot of problems. Cell should be perfect. There should not be any cosmetic damages like dent, scratch on the cell. There should not be any leakages on this cell. When you place the cell in a battery pack, the polarity should be perfect. The laser welding should be perfect. The battery pack should be IP67. So there are certain parameters that you need to inspect for the IP67 to make the battery pack IP67. We solved all of them for the particular client. And yeah, they have been using our product, like they were using our product on one line, and we have scaled it to I guess 8 lines right now, and we would be scaling it across their plants. So it has been a great experience, and solving a problem that is in the emerging market is always a motivation. So my co-founder Aditya was my roommate from IIT, and we have spent around 4 years together. I met Shubhra through a hackathon. We both met Shubhra through a hackathon, which was an industrial automation hackathon, wherein we had to build a solution for PP detection in a manufacturing landscape. And that was when our Frinks AI journey started, that we thought of solving quality inspection problem through the technology that we were building in that hackathon, and then we researched about it, and then currently where we are is because of that particular point. I have seen manufacturing to the core since childhood. My co-founder Aditya, who is the CEO of the company, has also seen manufacturing through the core since childhood, because we both's family are from hardcore manufacturing. His family is from iron smelting plants. My family is from steel manufacturing plant. And then Shubhra has a crazy good knowledge about how AI works. He holds 10 research papers in prominent conferences, hold I guess 1 or 2 patents in the field of Vision AI. And then he has been working on this particular Vision AI segment from 2015. Back then it was not so lucrative of a thing to work on, but because of his deep research oriented mindset, he has been working on it from 2015, and his technical knowledge came into play when we joined hands together and we started commercializing of what he was building, and the team and the mindset that we have built across office. So we hire key people from prominent institute of India, and the mindset is very clear that if you want to build the best technology out there, you would have to have best people out there. So next 3 to 5 years, the vision would be that we would want to be a replica for what you call accuracy. If you go to if you see a product that has been inspected by Frinks AI, and you are the end consumer, or let's say you are the manufacturer, you just have a faith sitting back at the chair that okay, if this is inspected by Frinks AI, it is 100% on mark. We can catch better defects than human, because if you would see a human working on a production line for 8 hours straight, right, even if he is the topmost skilled person out there to do that job, he would still have fatigues, he would still have biases. Like if you are doing the same work again and again, you would start to visualize things, right? So there are a lot of human fatigues and biases involved when a human inspector takes a decision, but that are not present in a machine-oriented system, right? If there's a system that is taking a decision, the biases and fatigues are not there. You train a system with particular data, and you would get a particular output. The system works quite in a streamlined way, and is not as per human, which can think multiple things and take a decision. I forgot to tell you that we are hardware agnostic, right? So we can use any hardware that is out there, given it matches with the specification required to inspect that particular application or to solve that particular problem. Latency and speed is never a problem for us because we can scale up the edge device that we have. Currently we're using the most basic edge device, and there are different varieties of edge device. You can scale it up. So we have done products running at half an hour per part to 3200 part per minute. So we do cater to different domains of latency and speed. So the latest product that we did with a steel coating firm, we were inspecting a product that was moving at a speed of 3 meter per second, which is like the highest manufacturing speed out there. It is not about harsh environments, it is more about what works best for a manufacturer. The kind of data that we analyze is quite heavy data. Like if I have to tell you, a single image would be of ranging between 15 MB to 200 MB. You cannot have that 15 MB to 200 MB data transferred on the cloud in real time. Cloud was never an option to do the quality inspection because on-prem is the only way to go ahead, which is what we are doing. And as far as the harsh environments are considered, so we do work with cement clients. What harsh can it be if you are working with cement client, right? So there are different kind of casings that are there for hardware, etc. Like you would see hardwares working at 800-900 degrees Celsius. So you would see hardwares working at extremely dust environment like we are working in cement, right? So the hardwares are out there for everything, every harsh environment, and it is more about how fast you want to give the decision. Based on that, the on-prem is the only way to go ahead. So my valuable benefit was the discussion with SM sir. He talking about how Reliance went on, what was the idea behind. So you do have, when you read about, when you read this in market, everyone has their own perception, but hearing it from a person from Reliance who has been around for years, who has seen Reliance growing, you get the real perspective, and that was quite good.